Hello?
What's going on, man?
Not much. We're having a tough time. We had a good time. Well, it started with a tough time, and then it was a good time, and now it's a tough time again.
Yeah, I think what we can do is let's do both. Let's do live coaching, and then let's also do the review. What do you reckon?
Doesn't get better than this.
So how have you been?
I've been good. It's been fun. It's definitely been fun playing here because the ping is so low, and it actually feels quite different, more than I expected.
Yeah.
But people there are also, I think they're maybe a bit more angry. I've had multiple supports in Grandmaster that just starts taking my CS, which doesn't happen that often on EU. It's more like in low Master that happens.
So something that you have to kind of adopt when you're in Korea is you have to just adopt the go next mentality.
Yeah.
Whereas in Europe, you kind of play things through, right?
Yeah.
But for your mental sanity, it's very important that you focus on volume and quality of games and what you can do. And I also think that the games they played out differently. You'd think that Korea is a really fundamentally strong region, right? But what they are is actually just it's basically just a shit fest. It's fighting all the time. You need to be on tempo permanently. You need to be in every fight.
I have lost multiple games because I graded for tempo for one play, and then just my team takes instant to fight. I mean, that happens in EU as well, but I feel like it happens even more here.
Yeah, basically the easiest way I can explain the KR server is unless you get in Chal plus and pro lobbies, the games are gonna be
Yeah,
the games are going to be kind of crazy. It's going to be really mechanical.
Good high chal lobbies because I had pretty good MR, and they were really nice to play where it was just normal games. And now I'm kind of back in a bit mid-master grandmaster players where people are going a bit more crazy.
Some of them are still going to be here, so I think it's good to introduce a bit about yourself, who you are.
Well, I am the former LEC ADC for Team Heretics. You were my coach in Team Heretics, and my support just looked in Soraka into Pike. It's fine. And now academy player for Team Heretics.
If I had to describe Jack, he would be a very aggressive, highly mechanical player. I would say less of a leader inside the game, but more of a leader outside the game. Would that be a fair description? You're more vocal outside the game, and you're actually way more mechanically intensive than people think. And he tends to play a lot of I think he specializes and does super well when he plays heavy skirmish, kind of aggressive champions, Draven, Zeri, Kai'Sa. These champs you excel on. So let's just make a plan, yeah? Because you have to try out every game in Korea because you need to be Chal and get better offers, right?
Yeah.
And then you need to carry me to a better team because
sounds good now.
So yeah, you got Zeri Soraka. What are you thinking?
Ideally, we can get lane control, but might be tough. Depends a lot on how good Soraka is, I think. If she can chunk them and not get hooked, then I can just hit the wave. And if we can get lane control, then I just want to kind of keep it for as long as possible and just ward for Graves ganks. Okay, not a great start here. Actually, it's kind of fine. What? We're not flashing? See, that's what I mean. Some of these games, they ain't normal, man. Oh, my John was trading please 15. He has one camp. But then what happens, right? It's I think recently I was good at keeping my mental in these types of games. Or not recently, but in overall. But then recently I've had these types of games and just mentally I kind of give up. And in some of my games as well, I've had really bad mental where I'm going into the game without confidence. And I'm going into the game kind of thinking it's going to be lost, It's lose AQ.
Yeah, I mean, loser queue is actually a thing.
Yeah, but the thing, it's a thing in probability wise, but I think going into the game thinking that it's lost is how you create yourself being the problem, I think that's what I've been doing. I haven't been the solution.
I think the problem with you right now is your primary goal is to climb. And I think that's trash. I think there's so many things you can learn from Korea, especially around skirmishing. Because every weakness, every Western AD carry's weakness, in my opinion, is playing on tempo. Every single Western AD carry I know is insanely greedy on items.
That does describe me well, yeah.
Because you want to 1v9 the game, but you can't the way that you play in Korea is you need to take your bases, even on suboptimal bases, and you need to plan out your bases way better and just adapt to the game flow. Your 2v2 is actually not that bad, by the way, because he's picking Kaylin.
Yeah.
Did you think that enemy jungle was top? Bot? Just then, when Yoraka died?
No.
Okay. I don't normally talk too much in live coaching, but I'll tell you if I see something and I want you to do it.
This cat not good for them. Help, 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 push. Help, push. Whatever, it's fine. He's gonna die instead of helping us push. Oh my god, man.
What are you building this game, static?
I'm usually building Storm Racer. I think it's pretty nice.
You should build static this game. Doesn't
Sure.
matter if it's shit. You have no.
match Caitlyn.
You have no wave clear.
On your team.
I mean, yeah, you have no wave clear.
That's
You have
really
literally
smart.
0 wave clear. You should start trading HP now. I mean, you have Soraka and Elise's bot side. I mean, after the wave, right?
Yeah.
Obviously. But if you can get like short trade off, it's good. Good for the game.
I kind of want to dash in with ulti here.
Chunking is good, okay? Like, it's fine if you don't kill him.
Yeah, but she's running at it. Okay, maybe not. Well, my Caitlyn, what am I? She walked
It's
into
fine,
a
it's
trap,
fine.
man.
It's fine. He's just trolling. There's nothing you can move on. Just chunk as much as you can. You can't do anything without a Soraka. She's probably auto-filled, man. Stay.
Yeah.
Okay, nice.
I don't know how nice this is. Okay, nice. That's pretty good.
I don't think it's I don't think it's easy for them to dive, by the way. Like, Soraka has to be something special. I mean, she has shown that she has like some special talents that I haven't seen before. But like, okay, so here you want to like stall her base, okay?
Yeah.
You don't let her base for free, and you just trade HP. Like, you have Soraka and you have Elise bot side. Yeah. You should trade a lot, by the way, even if you
Yeah.
lose the trade. Because like they're trading map right now, they're on Herald, right? They should be.
Oh, the flash
play for-
played me actually.
Yeah. Unlucky.
If I flash the E, I mean, maybe at least can.
I think it's a free kill if you flash D.
Yeah.
If I'm in your ear, you're always gonna play like slightly worse, by the way. It's just always gonna be that case. But I do think your Soraka is like really special. Just like something I noticed is like you need to be willing to get into fights. So when wave was neutral on bot side, you should be thinking about the idea of going into mid. You should be at least peeking, but like you kind of MMORPGing because you know if you 10 CSPM in Europe, you'll just 1v9. I don't think your team outscales. You lose sides, so like you need to be open to taking fights early, especially around Herald. If Caitlyn shows bot, it's like fine. Like when you're behind, you need to be willing to take fights if they look advantageous, because you're not gonna find them, especially in Korea. So here like Grave showed mid. I'm not sure I would walk into mid here. I would have taken one blade.
Yeah, I should have said tower. I don't know if
Yeah.
I could have gotten the blade. I was thinking Caitlyn was faster, but she didn't finish boots.
But I think after this session, you'll like instantly play better. Like I can already see what the issue is. Nice. She's just fucking trolling. You're so much better than her, by the way. It's not legal what she's doing. She's
Yeah, I don't know. They're trolling a bit.
nice. There's Pike, right? Just don't take the fight. Don't take the fight.
Yeah.
Here, like every second matters. So how long till static?
I
How
have
much
it
do you
now.
need? You have it now? Yeah.
Here I could open mid, but I think I'm kind of
No,
coming in without ult, so.
You don't open mid here because you used to turn bot, right? So Lisa's sitting on like 800 gold. Well, she should be. It's just like,
Pretty tough.
I mean, there's no objective, dude. Like, if there was Herald up, you should, like, think about taking the fight. Because if Caitlyn opens bot, you can find numbers. But yeah, you should think about just cheating the wave, yeah. One shot the wave and insta-fog. Well, insta-fog. Don't go for tower. Insta-fog. You want to match mid.
I am mashing that.
Yeah. Okay. Sorry, I think I'm still behind, by the way. I'm
Yeah,
13.
you're probably behind.
Because, like, when wave was neutral, Caitlyn didn't show bot, right?
Yeah.
And then you one-shot the wave as static, which means after the fight was won, your team's most of the time going to be like looking to push mid tower, or they should look to at least clear the wave and like get pry. But then if Caitlyn opens up on mid, you don't win, like without you. So the best thing to do is fog, by the way. Don't show your position. Nice. Nice. Cheat this in base. Don't greet the Drake. Because like it's so much more important. Because I think this bot tower dies and you don't win the fight anyway. Like even if it doesn't die, you can't take the tower anyway. You just open
Yeah.
up on mid. One turn faster, it's better.
I think enemy team could have played way more aggro there anyways. Like if we try to get
Yes.
the tower, that we're 4v3 or 3v4 rather.
Yeah. You can even look top, by the way.
I don't think we could kill him on me too, to be honest.
No, I mean like look top and see his HP. I'm
Yeah,
not saying
yeah.
like that.
I mean, for me, look means like consider it
Yeah,
you know,
yeah,
as a
yeah.
play, and I'm
Yes,
considering it, but I'm just thinking it's
it's probably like
possible.
not good, right?
Yeah, unless he tries to dive.
It's just in these situations, you kind of need to try trade map. That's like you're gonna be your best play because Kiana's dead and Elise is really overused her turn. I think it's like not possible to win straight 5v5 by the way.
Yeah.
It's like not possible unless you get a pick with like Elise. So your best play is to constantly like just play away from them and find something. Soraka is not human. There's
Yeah,
just no
she's
way.
not looking at her screen, I think. But I should have taken Raptor, silly, still haven't fucking taken them. Let's see.
Oh.
Bit much. It's not winnable now.
It's actually a good game to watch, by the way. You shouldn't be
Yeah.
upset. You can learn from this. Yeah. Because I do think, I'm pretty sure your Soraka is either board account or auto filled. If she is a one trick, like I'm
What's
just
the
mind
Soraka icon? I think it's a one
Wait,
trick.
her name is Cute Soraka. Never mind.
Really?
Yeah. Let me check. I'm gonna check her OPGG. But like she is completely inting and she's in a counter matchup. But I do think there's so many things you could have done better. Like just it's more like adaptation because every server plays differently by the way. Like if you've ever played a minor region like Oceania or Japan, the game is like if you get 10 CSPM you can't lose because no one plays good. Like everyone just like misses farm. And well, no, okay. I'm gonna share my screen, okay?
Yeah.
And you can share your screen to the peeps. Okay, so first thing I noticed, the up to here wasn't really your fault. I think first wave trading HP, it's like fine. Raka trading HP, it's really fine because of Q. But I think just all your all-in angles, there's nothing you can do. She just doesn't press any button. She doesn't flash. She doesn't do anything.
Yeah, I think
She's just flash now.
Flash for flash with Pike is like
It's worth. Yeah, then you can contest push. If anything, I think it's good for you. By the way.
Yeah, I think Pike over.
Because you just,
committed.
I mean, they'll have push in the next wave and maybe the wave after too. But then on bounce wave, I think you'll eventually out sustain. Or you can just play the lane out 1v2, which is fine. And also, I don't know why you went D blade. I'm not sure what the logic is. Is it kind of like,
Shine bright on
They
the
need
blue
all
sky,
in
my friend.
and
yeah,
it's
you want the extra
all
HP?
pretty much, yeah.
Because I think if you ever get all end, you're gonna die, HP or not. Because you know Doran blade is only 80 HP, right? So your lethal is gonna be like 65% or 60%, roughly around there, right? Like QE combo. It just, for me, it makes sense to either go refill and just have regen because Kate outranges you early levels and you can't really trade. And I think first wave, if like Pike walks up to the wave, you can't really do shit. So I'd rather have like the component to get my quiver faster because this matchup is all about contesting pushes as early as possible and just playing with your wave and playing with like a big wave. So I'm not sure I agree with the itemization, and obviously there's nothing you can do here, so what you did to just catch the wave and not die was good. But my problem was 430 or 450. Basically this is Elise's turn and Pike is just trash, so he just all-ins you for fun. This entire sequence is just good because you'll never die. But then what ends up happening is like, if you look back, maybe you didn't notice, but Elise checked Raptors. So like enemy junk has to be top in this sequence. Like enemy junk should always be top. He even shows on set, right?
Yeah.
So you have numbers and Graves should theoretically never be there when Soraka goes for the wave and your wave is good. So it's actually good to hover her. It's actually good to sit like left side because I mean, I understand what you want to do. Like this wave will crash after this minion, but it's like good to see what's going to happen because like she's obviously playing like you're going to be there, right? So I would rather be there and try trade 1-for-1 than play for this wave. I think the best play is for her to never do this. Like you should, like if this was a pro game, I'd always just say Soraka's being stupid. But I mean, the idea is that you should match because their jungler can never be bot. Yeah, your wave's bad, but I think if you fight with her, you can trade numbers.
Yeah.
So that was kind of that. And it's kind of the same theme, like adapting to the game. For the next like 4 minutes, it's just getting Carl and just trading HP when Elise is on your side of the map because you can just play the one shot. I like this sequence where you went Scuttle. You should keep doing this because you know you have mid prior and you know Kate has to catch a wave. So this was fine. I think generally how you played lane here was fine too. I liked your cull choice too. You have quiver, you can contest push. I like that you played for chunk. Like you can't do anything about your Soraka deciding to die for fun. So All this was fine. It's just at 9 minutes. Okay, so here, I think you should always stay. So you made the right choice. I was a bit behind when I said this. But, oh yeah, min-maxing damage. So here, like you see 2 people to the left, right? So I'm not letting Caitlyn hit this wave, by the way. Like I want to min-max the damage. I just want to go insta. And if she E's me, she E's me, but...
If she EQs me, we can get over maybe? I mean, I'm thinking here,
I don't think so.
At least it's so far away. If I get EQ'd, I can actually die, I think.
I mean, if you think you can get dove, you can also just step up and play with your E, like E her E.
Yeah, I think that's how I'd want to play.
Yeah, but main point is I'm not sitting behind the wave because I think dive is no longer easy unless you get giga chunked, and makes sense for you to not want to get EQ'd. So I'd like to kind of step up here, and my idea is I don't want to give her a free base either. So I don't want to let the chunk to tower. The matchup is all about Caitlyn trying to take your tower by like 12 minutes or earlier.
Yeah.
So if you can delay, this is like super good for you. So notice how passive you are here. Like Elise is already on the map and Soraka's full HP. Like I would already be sitting here and protecting my tower. Just every little bit counts. It's a bit min-maxy, but I think it's possible. And I think this next sequence you can also min-max. Like if you traded HP here and Graves is on base.
That means pretty
this is
legal
probably
that she got most of the way already.
Yeah. So this is probably like a lot better of a situation already, right? And then here you should min-max your damage. So here I'm hitting Silas. I'm not sitting too far back because I don't think they can reach me. But what you end up doing is, wait, when do you use your dash?
I dash forward on the Kate.
Okay, I guess it's fine. Like here, I still want to hit Silas if he hits Elise, and then I'm moving backwards. Like I'm sitting behind Soraka and I'm making sure that I can proc lethal tempo, just putting myself in a position where if something does happen and the fight is closer, I'm always doing that extra little bit of damage. Oh yeah, so here is where I feel like the game really starts to boom because, okay, first of all, this is just, I think, a free kill. She's just inting. You just play this badly, right? I don't need to really explain this. This is just free.
I get hit by everything, yeah, and
and then you get hit, and you have flash.
Literally
so
everything.
and then next sequence, what happens is you catch bot wave and you crash, and it's a neutral wave. So notice how on mid, like Elise Soraka is going to match after this wave. You should never think to show on bot. You should think to like hover halfway down to river. You should be like here because Caitlyn hasn't showed for ages now. Like Caitlyn should be showing about now, but he hasn't showed, right? So I'm thinking that Caitlyn maybe wants to open up on mid, and I know that my mid is playing really aggressive here. So I'm looking to follow up on any kind of skirmish. The idea is that even like you have to look at games as if what would happen in 1,000 games. If a skirmish broke out and you can get a kill, even if the play is bad, because your team commits to a bad play, that's better than not being there. Like you're not sure. Like your mind is telling you to take plates. Whereas for me, it's the other way around. I actually missed something as well on Herald. When the wave is neutral, it's the same concept as what happens at like 12 minutes because Kate doesn't show on bot, and I assume she's going to open up on mid, right? She's ditching bot wave to be on mid fight, to join with ulti. It's the same here. Like, once Kiana dies, but then Soraka Elise open up on mid, or like, look to defend mid tower. I'm not in a rush to contest the wave or trade HP with her. I'm in a rush to like, see if anything will break out mid, and I'm fogging. I'm like, sitting here. And then I'm reacting to what's happening. If I feel like I can join the fight, it's a free fight, and then I'm going. But I never want to contest the wave 1v1 against the level 7 Caitlyn, who has double buffs, range advantage on me, and I have no support. The idea behind trading HP should only be if you have Elise on your side, but anything can happen. If Silas ints and you pick up a kill, it could be Herald for you, which is obviously amazing. And even before this, like when Kiana's pushing mid and you open up on mid and the wave is like, sorry, you open up on bot and the wave is neutral, I'm thinking about opening up on mid and then going to bot. Like I want to react to what Caitlyn does because any opportunity where, let's just say Caitlyn gets one play, but we win the mid skirmish is going to be good for us. Like I'm always looking to trade the map because the game went so poorly early game, right? Like, you know the concept, but I'll explain to viewers as well. Basically, trading when you're behind is always good. So the reason trading when you're behind is always good, if you're basically like, if you level up, you get HP and armor, but gold loses its value because 10 damage to someone who has 1000 HP versus 2000 HP is significantly less because it's a less percentage of your HP. And then also in terms of armor and magic resist, going from like 30 magic resist to 80 magic resist or 30 armor to 80 armor is a difference between like gaining 50% extra damage reduction or 40% damage reduction or whatever it is. But if you go from like 250 armor to 300 armor, it's like fuck all, right? You get way less of damage reduction. It's like 4%. So the reason you want to trade is like, if you trade gold, even if you lose tower plates bot and the trade is even and you can stall the game, their gold lead becomes worth less. Does that kind of make sense to your chat? Anyway, that's kind of the thought process. And so like,
explain it's just more gold makes the gold matter less. No, it's for every stat. It's kind of like that.
Yeah, like yeah, exactly. So basically, like if you can stall the game, it's good for you. And you're Zeri, right?
If
So
someone
like
has
here,
50
like
AD and
I would
you
be
have-
mid.
Yeah.
I would be mid, right? But notice how you're just thinking about bot wave. Because in Europe,
bot side river, I think, or something like that too. And then I have the
exactly.
option.
Like so, like there are 3 moments where like this is the first moment. This was the second moment of your misplay, and this moment. I would say there are 3 total misplays that were actually quite big. And I'm guessing you just play like this every game. That's my guess, because this is like more of a career thing,
I think.
right?
I mean, maybe I'd play more aggressive in lane, and when supports are like more
Human,
equal,
yeah.
But other than that,
I mean, I'm talking about map
just
play, right?
Yeah.
I mean, I don't really give a shit about like early game because it's not your fault. There's nothing you can do. You just got a bad one, right? Like you got a special one. It's like just you need to be way more active on trading on the map, and every second matters. And this is where it actually like impacts your pro level play as well, because if you get into the habit of like
Being good on the map, yeah. It's way-
yeah, and trading fast, like every second matters. You experience that playing in LEC, right?
Yeah.
Like that's what you notice. The game is so much faster. So that's like the main points. And then I had like one more thing, which is well, it's actually 2 more things. Sorry. So 1450. When I'm chunked, obviously getting chunked was bad, right? So the answer is to not get chunked. But like once you get chunked, you're never basing. You have two fucking cull stacks and Soraka's coming out of base, right? Like if you're basing, you're trolling. So be eager to show or poke Silas even with W. Just hide your position, because basically you want Silas to spam his abilities and push the wave as fast as possible into you, because you want to catch and move, right? You don't want him to think that there's a jungler there and he's like playing super passive. You want him to think that you've based, which is a reasonable take, because the tower is low, you're half HP, and there's a good chance he's not thinking about your cull. So here I'm just fogging, but notice how you like, he's trying to cancel you as well.
Yeah.
You like walk forward and you show your position. This is
I
not
showed
good.
there? I think I didn't show, no? I was trying to
You
hide,
show
but
in
not
2
sure.
seconds. You show in 2
I mean,
seconds.
now I show, yeah. But
Yeah.
I kind
But
of
there's
did
no-
this because he used his E on the wave, and I was thinking I can land the slow and get some decent damage. But
I mean, I really don't care about this 100 damage. Like, I care about them thinking that bot dive is no longer an option, so them not playing fast into bot. I'm thinking Silas pushing the wave, like, even 2 seconds faster, so I can catch the wave faster and I can move faster to Drake fight. I'm thinking about Soraka and Elise position, how they're not in time to cover me on bot dive yet, and I don't want them to commit resources into me, because then I'll die, or I'll have to ditch the wave and I'll lose bot tower, right? That's the thought process. So just showing is like, I think, always bad. I think mechanics, fine. You never had a problem with that. And then the final mistake was like 1730. Here, it's just the same thing, like just trading actively. If you play this game 1,000 times, you might actually come back 15, 20% of the time if you play perfectly. Your thought process should be, one, I talked about Raptors, right?
Yeah,
Was it after this or before this? I think you just hit the Raptors with the thought process that they're probably on Drake. You have dead time. You have nothing to do. Soraka should just hit the Raptors with you. If top play is not possible, and then second, you get chunked here. You spend so much tempo. Like this is just bad, but I'm not going to talk about that because you know how to fix it. What I want to talk about is insta-B. Insta-B. Don't even think about joining. You have 14 seconds on E. Like your thought process here is to like delay the game. So what you want to be doing is just insta-being and trying to cheat a wave or push a wave deep. Like doing whatever you can to stall the game. So say you insta-be and you run bot lane. You're going to be bot lane as they go into Herald, and they're not going to expect you there. Then you just push 2 waves deep. You can even maybe get bounty on tower. If you feel like they're going to match or they're fogging into bot, then you just leave again, but you've just caught 2 extra waves. It's so much better for your game, right? Like, but you waste 30 seconds sitting here. Look. Like obviously the solution is to not E like that. But look how long you're spending on a lost fight.
yeah.
You would have been in base. You're already running into bot, by the way. And then this bot wave is dead. And then maybe they push mid. Then you can match mid, but you have 2 extra waves. Or if they don't go mid and they go Herald, then you get bot tower. You just always put yourself in a position to trade. I think you can climb easily. You just need to adapt your game a bit. Let's go into next game, dude.
What champ do you want?
Counter matchup. So that wins. Aphelios Kai'Sa. Aphelios is a bit worse. It's better in lane for sure.
Let's play some Aphelios, man.
You're also you're outranged by Zeri, Zoe. You aren't particularly happy in this game. So I would rather pick champs like Kai'Sa here. I think you have an argument for champs like Ezreal if you had like Karma. Caitlyn can be good if you want to stomp lane. And then obviously like Kai'Sa Aphelios. What's the plan? Like think about all the lanes and think about like how they impact your lane and what your plan is around waves. Tell me about your matchup. Zeri, Yumi.
All in we win, sustain they win. I want to mostly just try to get like long range autos on Zeri and play behind wave. Both of them are countered by wave. As long as the Yumi Qs aren't landing, the game should be really free. And as long as my Rakan doesn't like over go in on windows that aren't real windows. Like level 1, I don't want to start W and go in. I want to just play him with my green and auto attack to Zeri.
I mean, what I'm thinking here is you can actually get wave push. Obviously, level 1, if they contest super hard and they start in lane, not going to be the easiest, but I think it's possible. It just depends on like how trades go and how Rakan uses W. And then this matchup is all about lane push. Like you outrange with green, so like Zeri Yuumi matchup is all about just getting him lower. Like the best matchups into Zeri are generally the champs that all in really well, guys, like Draven, etc. Draven, Lucian Nami used to be good. But with this matchup, like Aphelios, Milio used to be good, but I think with Rakan, you're mostly just playing to push wave because you don't have any sustain. You don't have extra range. Disaster. This is the wave 6 base, Jack. Second cannon. Yes. I should have paid attention. It's my bad. Because you're never long trading, right?
Terrible. Yeah, but Pita is pretty short on this turn.
Yeah.
I didn't block it. Oh, that would have been crazy if I blocked it, no?
Yeah. Push the next wave hard. So in these cases, you're probably backing twice. Normally, the way the matchup goes is like Zeri Yuumi should never do that. Yeah. They should just respect and like catch wave, and then they just play bounce wave on wave 4, and then you stack 5, 6, and then you base, and then you have quiver. But now you can only buy longsword dagger.
I think you're good.
You can even, you know, you can cheat one more wave actually, but that's fine. Yeah, if you go, yeah, this is fine because you're short trading.
Yeah.
Crochet shot. But like generally, if you want to contest for push, I think quiver is good.
I think how it goes is I'm gonna keep trying to do like an auto here and there. This little, can't remember what it's called, Kirch's shard. It's pretty nice.
The damage is actually a lot. Isn't it like 60 extra? Like
yeah,
on the proc?
60. Yeah.
I can't see it
it's especially playing against Heisa.
Yeah, like poke matchups, this item is actually crap. I think here you just try use your purple as much as possible. So you clear the wave with blue and you just burn to the purple. It's kind of a useless gun in this matchup. I mean, the thing is like you should be playing to. Okay. Your thought process is you can slow them and you have root and you have like follow up or kindred. My thought process is like if Zeri's good, she'll never die. So you're playing for wave push anyway. So if you're playing to push the wave, I would rather not have purple gun. And I'd rather have Rakan on the map. Oh, the enemy is Yeon. Yeah, the enemy is Yeon. Nice. So you know how I said Jack is way better than Yeon? You're seeing it right now. You're seeing a bot lane diffy. It's like what I want. Your win con is not to like fuck them, you know. Obviously, if he does fuck, if he lets you fuck you, like sure, but I don't think it should happen. It's just more about like getting pushed so Rakan can base and impact the mid matchup. That's more important. Like you didn't draft a kill lane. You're not playing Kalista. You're not playing Draven. You can dive here though. Yeah, nice.
I'm not listening pretty well actually.
Don't base, yeah. You need I think one more wave. Nice.
Give him the Q. Yeah, it's still pressure dive. Force Lee Sin to stay bot.
You force Lee Sin to stay bot, threaten, and if you see Lee Sin, you just take the tempo. And then like make Rakan impact mid. You can base now, you have quiver. You can flip the dive too, it's not bad.
Rakan.
What's he doing?
I don't know. What? Wow. There's an Ornn here? No way, man. What? He didn't even
Okay, to be fair though, I do think it was flip. I did say it was flip.
Yeah, but I didn't think Rakan would go for it. I mean, Rakan just killed himself. I just wanted to root the Yuumi and get a good shot. Like, I want to like make them scared, you know?
Yeah. Like make Lee Sin your bot and then base is fine.
I think I could have killed them. I shouldn't have put autos on Yuumi. I think now suddenly Seri is fed. What the fuck?
Guys, I'm sorry, but the only thing that can save Ninja Kiwi from his region from playing Brazilian solo queue is if he leaves Brazil. And the only way he can leave Brazil is if he's high in solo queue. It's the long-term solution. You can call me the doctor, by the way. They're calling me for solutions, Jack. Pain Gaming lost in the finals 3 times. And they have PTSD, so they're like bringing me in to cure their PTSD. Yeah.
How do we lose that, man? That's crazy.
I think you can get the.
I think so too. I mean, their champs are pretty bad.
Okay, like this is okay. This matchup is really similar to like. Pardon?
Do you live tower, I think?
I think you can maybe flip it. I think the dive was like really flip. This is less of a flip. You have ult as well. Ult red gun.
Yeah.
If they dive. Yeah, you have to like insta ult red gun, by the way.
Yeah. That's pretty
Nice.
good. We get Herald, I hope. Oh
Yes,
god,
yes.
we're not gonna get Oh, I entered.
Jack! No! Oh my god, gapped by you. You guys played the dive. You guys played the dive well.
Yeah, I just
Like, you
forgot
should
about
100%
Seri
go ahead.
kids.
But I noticed that you're trying to be a little bit more active thinking about the map. Just remember, like, okay, the way you need to think about Zera Yumi matchup is, as you said, the longer you stay in lane, the worse it is for you, right? So things like blue gun is really good in this matchup. Blue green is actually really good. Like, it's all dependent. Because what you want is push. Like, you don't want to actually, like, handshake the fight. You want a short trade and you want to push. It's like when you play Kalista Renata versus Senatam. If you don't base on wave 3-4, I mean, this is a bit different matchup, but if you don't base on wave 3-4, Senatam will out-sustain you and win the matchup. It's very similar. You just play for item spikes in your base and you let Rakan roam. That's the way you should play. Obviously, you can kill them if they're fucking bad, but...
I'm gonna
Me
die.
AD is still... Oh, by W.
Never mind.
I think he's dead, no? I think he died, no? Double kill. Okay, when you said I'm gonna die, that was so beta. Jack, I'm disappointed. You weren't like this back then.
I don't know. I think if they play it slow and properly, I can die. Like it's really hard to win it. I think she still has flash as well, though. Zeri.
How can Jack focus with this? I mean, I'm against live coaching, but we're doing content, right? He has 50 games that he can play off stream.
Oh, what's this little lobster doing here, man?
You have to walk in with next wave, by the way. I'm pretty sure. If Lee Sin is here. Okay, Jack. No creeping.
I don't know. Yeah, I should just leave tower. I guess. I was thinking.
Yeah, you
maybe
should walk in
Cassandra
with, I
would
mean,
TP.
just walk in with next wave and see what they do. Like, if they walk behind the turret, then Cassante will TP and you win the fight. But they put down Herald, so...
I think I flip it and hit bot tower now, and hope that Sarah's moving
Yes,
to
yes,
this fight.
yes,
Yeah.
yes.
I think she's not moving to that fight. I think she's moving bots. Why wouldn't she move to the fight, man? There's no way that's a better play.
I think moving to the fight is more logical, but I also thought that she didn't see you. So
Yeah.
her pathing was good. Because you had a pink on the like above you, right? So
Yeah.
I don't know how she saw you. But...
She just flipped it.
Yeah.
I guess it worked out for her. So.
I mean, your best play now as a Philios is mostly just playing side lane, by the way. It's very different from the Zera game. Because I think you have zero impact in fights, and you lost lane. So you need to, like, just split push, basically. It's okay, Jack. Next one will be better, okay?
Yeah. That's what I've been saying for the last 20 games.
Why is side lane the way to go here? Because he can't win the team fight. He's late to the team fight. If you're down in tempo, you want to try trade. So he wanted to get a deep push on bot and try cheese the bounty tower. But, like, I thought he was fine because he was not in vision. But then Zoe did a good play. He just jumped over the wall. The main problem this game was lane phase.
Bro, this Warren is just legit the GOAT of all time, I think. It's insane, man. He's 70 CS, just... Oh, he's 80 C, man, I guess.
He's intelligent, is what he's saying. In game spot.
He knows how to play around both. Okay, maybe we shouldn't have left. Warren won Lances.
I'm gonna look over your game, okay? You do. Why is it that I go to your stream and I see this, man? Don't be demotivated.
Bro,
We'll help you.
I've lost 250 LP in 2 days.
Yeah, I mean, I came at a bad time, I understand. You just need to remember what you're good at, like, and just focus on your strengths and adapt to the server, right? It's just about adaptation and playing on your strengths. So your strength is like laning and playing aggro, right? So here you outspace Zeri in lane, like really hard. You don't give her a single auto attack, basically. The only thing you could do mechanically better here is maybe like try sidestep Yumi Q or play to left side and mirror.
Yeah.
But other than this, I think it's fine. Like, I think if you want to mirror, you could mirror this way, but
Yeah.
because you want to shepherd them to Rakan, right? But then obviously Rakan misses W. This is not your fault. And here you should immediately drop aggro. But then you space her, you auto attack her here. Then you look to stack 2, but then Rakan finds a good all-in. They trade flashes, and if they want to kill Rakan, I think they always have to. So they're kind of trolling here. Obviously, the best play here is for you to flash forward. And
I think I'm just trolling. I should just space like to block.
Yeah,
the
you can space
like
up. You don't even have to flash.
Yeah, I'm
yes,
trolling.
yes. But the main thing is like the lane is over here.
Yeah.
I don't know why you hit Yumi. This makes no sense.
In my head, I was thinking like maybe I could actually kill her, but I can't.
It's obviously min-max, but you should be already like looking to base as fast as possible. The reason I like Kershay's, the idea behind Kershay's is if you short trade, it's really good. You get 60 base damage, like magic damage, I believe. Whereas Quiver is more about push. The reason I prefer Quiver is I look at my top mid matchups. I think mid is like hyper volatile, jungle's volatile, and your top side is like tank versus bruiser. So first herald's gonna matter a lot, and first 4 marks on Kindred is gonna matter a lot this game. If they fuck up, Kindred will have all-in window. Sorry, Rakan will have all-in window with you. But in most cases, they should just play safe, sit in Narnia and just catch the wave. And then the jungler should help them push out. That's why I prefer Quiver. But in this buy, you don't have enough for Quiver. You need 950. So like going Kershay longsword is fine. It's like really fine. I think in these type of matchups, by the way, there's even an argument for Cull because you have perma push and killing them is not easy. It's kind of like trying to kill Ezreal. So I think there's an argument for Cull. I think selling potion and waiting a little bit, it's close. Or maybe if you got the caster earlier, right? But longsword is also fine. So from here, you have item advantage. I think all your sequences here were fine. But once again, I'm mostly playing to, like, this is not supposed to happen, right? This. This is not legal. Like, he should never let you do this.
Yeah.
But the sequence was obviously super good. He's chunked. So now you have, like, full control of lane, right?
Yeah.
Now you can threaten dive. And Lee Sin is forced to use his turn bot. This was great. This was great. This was great. Everything was good. Until this dive, your Rakan just griefed it. Personally, I understand the idea of like threatening dive, but I think moment Lee Sin shows, I leave. Because most of the time I'm just trading, and I think if Zeri plays well, she won't ever die. Basically. So I just take my tempo here and just buy Quiver and open up on the map and just like let Rakan take first base. That's what I like, but you guys try to posture, sure. I mean, enemy top is also missing, so these are other factors to consider. Then Rakan just decides to die for fun, sure. Brings a taxi, like Lee Sin to you.
I think here if I
Then you
auto
die.
Zeri instead of Yumi, I think
Yeah.
like earlier. Yeah, like these autos. If
Yeah,
I'm
like
doing
yeah,
them with Zeri.
sure.
I mean, she still has the shield.
Sure.
Shut up.
But I just think like this is like
I mean,
you're not gonna
so-
learn from this.
Yes. Yeah.
Like what you should learn from this is just think about your matchup and think about like the game state, right? If you play 1,000 games of this exact draft in whatever elo, I think you always want to just play for wave push, play for first base, play for Rakan roam. I think this is always the best. And then if they int and they like die for free, sure, die. Kill them. If they are giving you a free dive, sure, dive them. But other than that, you're just mostly looking to push. And if he spaces poorly, you punish. That's the matchup. Whereas I feel like you really forced the all in here and you misplayed like 2 skirmishes. So now the game is like actually not great for bot. It's kind of bad actually. Because he has Cutlass while you're on a timer. So this sequence. Okay, the reason you lose this is basically you take like 2 auto attacks before
anything happens.
Yeah, exactly. Before Rakan even gets to hit. So now he has lethal tempo, and yeah, that's
I
not
was
great.
lucky. Sorry.
I think
Into
a better play here is to sit right side and like see if he walks in, right? But you assume that your river is watered here. That's kind of why you try step up and trade. You can even like, if you wanted, you could even just go melee range instantly. I mean, I'm not sure about his sums. If he has no sums, you can do that. But it's close.
I should
then
just
you
wait
can't.
a bit, I think, for Rakan to be closer.
And then this
And then
sequence,
here
you're
I
just
should
griefing.
just, yeah.
I mean, this is really good. This is what I was talking about. I said, you have red gun. I think you flip the dive because I think you're hard to dive with red ult, right?
Yeah.
This is what we talked about. And then you like do an insane outplay, melee range red ult, live, clear the wave. Now your map is winning, or it should be winning. Like if Cassante is not boosted, he will just take Herald because they show 3 bot and it's 3v2 on the Herald, right? But then they die for fun and then you die for fun. So this is your second in. You're actually just making mistakes. And then this was like the nail in the coffin for me because you see on the next turn you even fuck the
Hello?
Shine bright on
Okay.
the EU sky, my friend.
Thank you so much, Dino.
You even fuck Zeri here because they troll.
agree with
And then you even kill you get 2 kills. So now you're back in the game. You're actually back in the game. First of all, insta take your base, right? Like enemy mid has push, and I don't know what you're greeting for. Like, what are you greeting for? Like, what are you trying to buy here? Like, are you just trying to buy Storm Razor straight away? Like,
Philios like chakram great. So you take the plate so fast.
Yeah.
Tower, but it's just bad.
so obviously this is bad. You waste like 20 seconds, and then this next sequence was where I think you threw the game, because you can still carry it. If you just like let the game play out and you find a good team fight, you can carry team fights. It's your strength, right? Your strength. You're a team fighting anti carry that is very aggressive in lane. So you have Storm Razor. You just need to not let like Eon snowball more. So from this position, I'm just walking in with the wave. Like, I don't know why you walk in with this wave. Like, Kasante's pushing top. Ornn shows on bot. Ornn literally shows on bot. In wards. And Lee Sin is missing. And Zoe got mid push. So what are they doing? They're obviously diving you, right? So clearing this wave doesn't do anything. They also have Herald. Just walk in with the next wave on the casters.
Yeah.
I think it's just discipline and getting frustrated at your team. Because they're just inting.
Yeah.
But if you don't die here, now what will happen is Kasante will get top plates. If they get the Herald and they walk up too far early, you can set up a TP ward for Kasante, like, or you can TP here, right? And you can look for flank position with Nico. Or mid can push, top can push, and then you just drop bot tier 1, and it doesn't fucking matter. So there's just so much you can do. And your cull is so late this game. Your cull is so late.
Yeah.
So now what happens is you die, and now the game is actually over. Because you die, and that essentially makes Ornn's roam good. Because Kasante, I don't think, can carry this game. He's playing into Zeri, Zoe, etc. And the rest of the game is just whatever. I think what you did here is fine. The only thing you could do here is not show on this next wave. Because he sees you here,
Actually, I showed there, yeah. That was bad.
Yeah. But you had the right idea, right? You were like trying to hide your position the whole time.
Superstar,
See? So your movement was good. I think you just slipped up. And I think maybe you can live here.
Sky, my friend.
Like, if she doesn't see you, she for sure walks this way. But in general, it just came down to like the early mistakes. Every game, early mistake. And make sure you're hydrated and take walks between games, because you'd probably just mindlessly like spamming games, right? But you're not here just for like the 600 viewers you have on stream. You're here to like wait, you've been live for 12 hours. Go to bed.
I mean, it's 6 a.m.
What the fuck? Okay, no, for sure go to bed. Go to bed. But like I think if you just like take a day break, come back tomorrow and just focus on your windows to move into team fight / when to trade map, making lane volatile on one more game. I'm reading your chat, by the way. Making the game volatile when jungle's on your side, and then identifying Wincon earlier, because you identified Wincon so late this game. You tried to like play to win lane and like fuck them, but you don't need to. You can still carry the game in Korea because you just have to match numbers and play team fights better, no?
But guess what? That shit's got to be your motivation. Apply these concepts.
My support
to
is filled.
You just need to have
AD, please. Fuck this fucking game, man. I watched 5 minutes of motivation and I wanted... No!
It's okay. You play your best champ and then you go to bed forever. Then you wake up tomorrow and you're fresh and you gain 1k LP. But if you have brand, you can... This actually might be an Ezreal game. Okay, but we didn't want a live coach, so maybe you play something else because it's last game.
Yeah, just play Zeri. It's fun into Ashe as well. And then he can go...
No, that's beta. Dude, play something to win lane.
Bro, you said it too late, man. I have 1 second left. What wins lane versus Ashe, man?
Okay, nothing really wins versus Ashe. I guess you could pick like Draven, maybe.
Yeah, I
maybe.
could have,
It's
but
close.
with autofill support, I hate playing Draven with autofill
Yeah,
support.
true. I mean, I think the best pick is like Ezreal or Varus if you have an autofill support there. So Ezreal or Zeri. Hey Jack, just before you start, a viewer asked me to ask you,
Yeah.
how do you manage to be beautiful and good at LoL? This is from a viewer, not me, because I personally think you're very ugly, like almost as ugly as Flacked and Yankos. So just yeah. What do you think? Why? How?
I mean, I think if I didn't work out, I'd be really ugly. I think that helps. Just good health and fitness.
I think that the workout doesn't help very much, but thank you very much. Please focus on your game now.
But I do have a resting bitch face, which makes it worse. But when I smile, I look good. It's fine, guys. Let's not be negative. Does Nico get the champion's range that she inherits? Like, does she get Ashe's range? If so, that's pretty crazy. What's this invade, man? Why wouldn't you go invade top when we have top prio? Game is looking pretty good. I want to rush Berserker Race. It's a little more CS than I should have. Sucks. It's just such a big XP lead. It's pretty good. What? But the cannons, like, that's just unlucky, no? Oh. Oh, I don't even get that shit. What? Okay, that's our hacker mode gone, but... Oh, wait, I'm stupid as fuck, by the way. It's 1-1 at least. Bro, I got fooled by Nico. I thought the Nico was the one going on our Hecarim, and the Ashe was the one farming the wave. What? Nice. I smart that, no? So, but going by Steel's logic, I should go Static Shiv again this game because my team has no wave clear. That's what I'm fucking talking about right there. Yes, sir. I'm just trying to fully focus this game. That's why I'm like kind of NPC just playing, so that we can finally have a good game where we just play like consistent and do stuff good. I would say where we escape loser's queue, but I don't want to like. I don't want to even mention the word loser's queue anymore, man. That shit like rots my brain. I think just thinking about it. I just need to think like if I play good, I'll win. As long as I think like that, then my games will be nice. I'm not just. I just need to play to improve, and if I play good over the long term, I'll win. That's the mindset I need to have. I'm stunned for all year, man. Where's my kitten? Oh, she's on Hecarim now. Oh, they FF'd? I mean, this game was pretty chill, but... I don't know, did I play that much better? I guess I played a little bit better.
Yo, much better. Much better.
Yeah, you think so?
Yeah, much better. I mean, it's still kind of... I think you're just tired, honestly.
Yeah.
Because I've seen you play your pick. But to finish the day off, I think what you should always be doing is two things. One is, have you been doing improvement plan while you're in Korea? No way, right? How do you feel about that, Jack?
Bro, I'm having fun and improving while having fun. I don't know.
Yeah, but you can have fun doing other fun things, you know? You don't have to play League. Main thing is like you should have some sort of goal every game. I think main thing for me this game, this kind of 3 games that I've seen is tempo, like knowing how to use your tempo on like mid or top, especially around objectives. Trading on the map more actively, like being in a position to trade, because if you're behind, you always want to. A lot of your games are going to be behind, right? So that, and then just like finding deep push angles. There's a thing, because you already know how to team fight. Just get yourself in the game, and if you're like 0-0-0, you'll carry the game. That should be your mindset.
Yeah.
Anyway, so The last games of the day, I always like to like leave it to the player more. So what we'll do is we'll do like a semi like daily summary plus what you think about the game slash matchup, right? And then we'll kind of correct it and see how it goes. You're playing Zero Yumi into Ash Nico.
Yeah.
Not the best lane for you.
Was
And
harder
then
than I
it's-
expected, yeah.
It's Fizz Katarina and Hecarim Grace. A lot of roaming going on, plus Zac into Jack. So what do you think about the matchups and like what are your win cons and how do you want to play the game?
I mean, I have no clue about mid matchup. I would assume Fizz would win, but I mean, he died to jungle ganks, I guess. But bot lane is like, if Katarina and Graves can move bot, we're pretty much dove every time. Because it's just so easy to dive Yumi.
I'm sharing screen by the way, and you're not sharing screen, so maybe maybe you want to share them.
Sorry, yeah. My bad. And I'm the streamer. No.
Wait, you're even shouting out my company. I didn't know that. Appreciate it, man. Tell me about the game, dude.
Yeah, so bot lane, pretty rough, I think. They just poke us out, and I don't think we have, like, pretty much anything to do other than just farm until 6. I think after 6 we actually have all in threat. The only thing is if, like, Fizz gets some good roam off or something like that, but even then they should get deep vision, so... I just want to, like, not get chunked and try to get as many minions under tower, pretty much. And set Yumi up for good Qs and dodge their skill shots.
Yeah, I mean, the later the game goes, the better it is for you. I don't think this is a case of you being able to out sustain them. I think they just win all trades. They have all push.
Yeah.
And it's not even about Quiver in this matchup. You can't actually control your bases. They dictate your bases. And I think that even with Quiver, you can't get push. Main thing I'm thinking about is like mid matchup and how it impacts bot. Always like never forget this. Mid jungle sways side matchups, right? I don't really care about top. I think it's mostly isolated. I think maybe our Herald fight is slightly better. Depends if Nico has move. And other than that, it's just mostly fine, I guess. Wave 1, I'm probably walking with the wave at casters. Perfect. Okay, now you got split map on as well. What are you thinking here?
Yeah, I wasn't sure here, like, this is always a dangerous dance with how much do you want to push, because you don't want to let them freeze, but you also don't want to let them stack a wave too hard.
Yeah.
I think maybe I should have pushed it a little bit more. I'm not sure. I mean, in the most like ideal thing you do against split map, right, is if they leash too long and you can full push the first wave and crash it, then that's like amazing. But in this case, I think definitely that's not possible because Yumi pushed so slow, and they're not that late to lane. So I think how we played it was kind of fine. I think maybe I would have started pushing 1 or 2 seconds faster if I were to do it again.
I mean, I think pushing is the right option.
Level 2 first.
Yeah, I mean, the big mistake that most AD carries make here is to not push, because they think that they want to maintain HP, and if they push, they'll get frozen on. But you actually lose less CS if you have a split map situation and they can stack waves, because they'll just poke you out of lane, and if you're low enough, they'll just dive you. I think they can actually just 3v2 dive you as well, even with Graves.
Yeah.
And any kind of like big wave stack into you dying and trading 1-for-1 is going to be terrible.
Yeah.
So actually, like, hitting the wave here is, I think, the correct option in the longer term. You could maybe even hit it a little bit more or a little bit earlier. But in general, I like the decision.
Yeah, because now, like,
And then...
they already got full wave push, right? So I was thinking if I push this a bit faster, maybe it's like on second wave, it'll be in the middle rather than like this. But I guess Nico as well, just like, holy shit, they just one-shot the casters.
I think something you could do here is, and something I noticed you don't do a lot is, especially with like Yumi lanes, if you play with Yumi, you don't have support that uses bush, and Ash used W and Nico used Q, right?
Yeah.
So I would like walk right side and try cheese 1 or 2 auto attacks on the caster minions. I want to slow down their push as much as possible, right?
Yeah.
But notice you're doing back and forth. They have no CDs. Like Ash W, I think Ash W is like 8 seconds or something, no? I don't know if it's longer or short. I don't remember. 8? Oh, it's super fucking long level 1. That's right.
Long.
So you have so much time. Like, you have so much time there. You should be hitting the wave. But you don't utilize bush at all, you know?
Yeah,
and then when his W is up, then you walk to third bush. And then what you should do is you should actually ward. You see how you ward tri-bush? This is a bad ward. You already see Graves on red. So the ward that you should be caring about is your right side first bush if you play weak side.
Right side for the
first bush, this one.
This bush here?
Yeah, this bush. This bush is important because
I mean,
on
me,
second
I want
wave,
a ward that can tell me like if Graves is doing 3 camps into bot or if he's leaving bot.
But he doesn't have to leave through there. He can also dash through Dragon Pit. He can just walk around and take Krugs and then take Raptors. Like, it doesn't do anything.
Dive bot, you know?
Yeah,
like...
but he can only dive based on waves.
So it's better to have a better like lane state and HP state. So the problem with this is like, look, second wave.
Because the thing is, like, I was thinking, like, I ward Tribush, right? And then I can play for push on wave 1. I know that he won't gank me. But for example, if I don't ward and he goes red buff into bot and I push, it's kind of boom.
What you should do is like, you know how I said you can contest on first wave because they use CDs? Like they have no W, no Q. Nico Q is like 8 seconds, no? Is Nico Q 8 seconds? I'm gonna guess.
Something like that, yeah.
It should be shorter, like way shorter. Nico Q is 9 seconds. Main point is like, if you Q these minions, generally speaking in this matchup, your second wave should be here. So what happens is when you play double range in matchups like this, they should actually proxy behind the casters and try zone you off. And the way they drop aggro is they walk into this bush.
Yeah.
So the best, like what you need to understand is, go ahead.
If they don't leash, I agree, but when they leash, I think it's a bit different. Because then you have the option of playing for push.
Yes.
And then it's more about like if the jungler can cheese gank you level 2 and how that will impact the game. But
I agree.
do agree that this ward, like in normal circumstances, if we're playing this lane normally and they're just coming to lane, like, or they're starting in lane, then we need a ward here. It's pretty unplayable, because they're just perma fisting us.
Yeah, I mean, when you're playing strong side, the most important bush is like middle bush, and when you're playing weak side, the most important bush is first bush. Kind of the best analogy to look at it is actually top lane, not bot lane, because it's easier to visualize. Like Aurelia Fiora, right? Aatrox Fiora or Aatrox Aurelia, same thing, right? Just the idea that you can proxy behind second casters and walk behind and like drop aggro and control this bush means enemy jungle can lane gank, enemy support can like hold this position, makes it hard for you to play on next wave as well, makes you like forced to play on right side. Essentially the same concept in bot lane too. I understand the idea of like contesting first wave push and then trying to get level 2 first, but realistically I think it's not possible. Like if they want to stop you, they can, and I don't think like just because you hit level 2 it doesn't mean they lose. I think they actually still win if you try 2v2 them.
Yeah.
With the I mean they have like, I mean it's Yumi, no?
Close. Yeah.
Yeah, I mean it'll be very close. Yeah. I mean this is what's always going to happen. Even if you push harder, I think it's very close. Main point is, whenever jungle's bot, you want to conserve HP. You don't want to trade HP on bounce wave, and you want to make sure you have first push water. This is as a concept. So then third wave comes. They're actually playing this poorly, but how do you want to play from here? What's your thought process? What are you thinking about?
Trying to just get as many minions, and I'm not too worried about like mega conserving HP now, because I know Graves will never like probably come back. I mean he'll come back but at some point, but will never be in threat of dive at this point.
Yes, good.
So it's just about getting as many minutes as possible, and now they make it really obvious that they want to base, and then I still, or actually they stay. No, they stay actually. But yeah, they're not pressuring properly under tower either. So
yeah, I mean, you're super happy. You're free scaling in this matchup. It should never be like this. I mean, now you know because you played against Hansam and fucking Mickey X.
Yeah.
Yeah, so these are the rare instances I would never move.
Yeah.
Can you guess why?
In the fight's like, I mean, I think I would never move her either. I'm just trying to be a good boy and move, because like the fight's already over, you know. Like there's no way anything will happen here, and I can already tell that. Like unless Graves chooses to path down to us now, there's no way we'll ever kill him.
Yeah.
Like,
I mean, if you're down tempo, just like defend or like trade. This is a situation where you just want to trade bot and try to push bot as fast as possible. Your wave is bad as well. Yeah. And by you feigning movements, if Ashe wanted, Ashe could actually just press B and Nico could hold the wave. This is why I don't want to move, okay? This is the most important. So imagine Ashe just fogs. Nico fakes as Ashe, holds the wave. Ashe would, by the time you go back to your wave, you spent, let's actually count. Let's see. So here he sees you fog. So now he can make a decision, I think. So 3:15, and then by the time you hit the wave, it's like almost 15 seconds, right? So he's literally after a buy at the inhib tower, by the way. So then now you're playing into Ashe with a fresh item set, like with fresh items. Nico holds the wave. Nico Q, Ashe Ws. Then you either have to be on a bad wave or you trade HP for push, and then they just fuck your recall, fuck your tempo forever, because they'll just chase you all the way back here and make you base here. That's kind of the idea, especially since you don't know where enemy jungle position is. So you really want to like crash as soon as possible. Like the fact that Nico's showing here is fucking troll. Like she should just sit in a bush and like, or maybe like Ashe should sit in a bush and they should fuck with you, you know?
Yeah.
But they're both AFK. Essentially, they don't really know what to do. They're not pressuring you. They're not zoning you. I didn't like that, but in general, your thought process is correct. Yeah, they wanted to base. You're just fucking with their base timers. The way you play winning matchups, so the way you play losing matchups, Jack, as a concept, like as a system, is always going to be, you want to trade HP for push, ideally if you can, and just base TP and do it again. If you're on bot side, it's generally to catch waves, play bounce waves super hard, and try keep them in lane and get your first base. That's ideal. Because first 3 waves, they'll always have push. So with jungle turns, ideally you create stacked waves, and then you try find a base before them where they can't punish you. If you can proxy the wave behind them, it's even better. Like one wave behind them, because it takes longer. But in general, like that should be your mindset. But right now you're like slow pushing, right? You're slow pushing on bounce wave, and Hecarim, you just used his turn bot side, right? So now he's top side. So now what's gonna happen is you're stuck in lane where Nico could have held the wave and Graves could even potentially be bot. So this is a fucking disaster, actually. I just think they're not punishing you. Just play for resets, like play for efficient resets when you're in a losing matchup. Because you outscale. You just want to keep coming back with smaller item components. You're never gonna win in push. You shouldn't ever win 2v2 unless he's griefing and he fights you 1v2 and you have ult.
Yeah.
And so just like, yeah, go ahead.
I think on the like shouldn't move, but I think we could still, if I don't move, the outcome would look the same this game, but in a different game it would be different. But I think what should happen is that I don't move there. Like I just like maybe fog for like 2 seconds and then shoot a W on the wave and then go back to the wave and push.
I think nothing would have happened this game because Ash didn't base though.
Yeah, that's what I mean. Like in a different game, maybe ADC looks to based on that timer, especially if it's like a few waves later where they have like Doom Quiver or something, which can happen, right?
Yeah.
But I think it would still be like very similar game state here, where it's kind of just like either we get a slow push if they want to let us, and then we have to survive the gank or whatever happens and try to crash it, or they just thin the wave like that. But I mean, this was the best case scenario where we got to base for free pretty much.
Yeah.
And now...
I mean, when they like the worst waves to base on is if you have to base and you lose CS under your tower, or if they get freezes, right? I mean, it's kind of common sense. And I think that you gave them one of the options there. That's my concern. But I mean, I think just general map movement here, walking into mid on bounce wave, it's fine. Thinking about covering mid wave and then deciding against it because Hecarim's there, it's fine. Walking back into bot and catching bot wave, fine.
Not used E from base, and then I can hold my E and use it to chunk Nico, and then we can actually like, if I chunk Nico, because Nico is...
Where? Did I miss something? Where?
I E from base, right? So my E is on cooldown right now, but if my E isn't on cooldown, I don't run mid here, I run straight to jungle. And then when Nico's in rotation, I chunk her and run to Ash. If I can get like 300, 400 HP, then maybe they can't even like crash this both way, right?
Yeah, that's a good way to play, for sure. I mean, solo queue is always going to be very different because everyone's like terrible.
Yeah.
They always play terribly. Like in comp, this is where you would cry and say, this is just fucking unplayable, like get me out, right?
Yeah.
But it's like, you don't really care this game.
Yeah, it's like...
It's all about just like basics and... But by the way, don't stress. How long have you got left in Korea?
3rd October.
So how long is that? Like
14 days, 13 days.
14 days? Oh wait, you're in Korea not that long. Dude, if you could delay that by like a week, that'd be so good for you.
I wish I could, bro, but I got Iberian Cup.
Because if you could, I actually could see you go get Chow. I think you can still get Chow, but like I'm talking 4 digits. Like don't be stressed. Don't be stressed. Don't play for LP, dude. Just like enjoy the journey, play low ping. This sequence, I mean, do you know what your mistake here? I'm gonna let you.
Okay, it's so fucking low because I want to like outplay the Nico. But if I just stay high HP, I don't think they can ever die.
I mean, it's just a bad habit because your Hecarim's top side, your enemy Graves is always bot side here. You're just trading HP on the weak side, right?
Yeah.
Very standard stuff. You already know how to play with resources. So playing without resources is ideally what you want. And I actually think you could be a really good weak side player because you're a good team fighter and you play things like Zeri well, right? So things that are strong side are champs that are actually like Jinx. Like long range artillery champions are generally strong side champs because these champs want to push all the time and you need cover. Whereas champs like Zeri, Kai'Sa, Ezreal, you're actually happy to catch. And if you can do this, I think it'd be good for your career because you already know how to play with resources, but you don't com like a shit ton, right? You don't like micromanage everyone. So just playing something that team fights really well, and you just farm well and you learn skills around this would be really good. Because then you'd be like dualistic, and all you need to improve then is just comms. Whereas right now, I feel like the only time I feel like it's hard to breathe against you would be if you have like Callisto or Draven and you're just cheating on them in lane. This is good. This is what happened here?
I got Nico'd. I was thinking this Ashe is the real Ashe, but that Ashe was the Nico Ashe.
Yeah. Okay.
Well, I tried 1 for 1, so I'm kind of happy with it. And I didn't crush the wave, but it's like, yeah, game.
They play. Cheat next wave. Hey, I like basing this next wave. Okay. I don't like staying. Yeah. Just here, just now. Because you already made HP difference against Ashe. And as I said, I don't think you're straight up winning 2v2 ever, or you shouldn't. So you should just buy like...
Yeah, I think at this HP we do kind of...
I mean, with this HP maybe, yeah. But can you like snowball?
I mean, can keep wave control until static, I think.
I guess you can like keep push.
Yeah.
Main point for me is that I don't think Ashe can base. I think if you base and buy like Cull and static components, you have enough for Kershay's, no?
Yeah. But I'm also really close to static. It's only 300. It's 1.35. So it's 2 waves. And then if I stay 2 waves, then I can also base on next cannon.
Yeah, I mean, actually that's probably better. Yeah, I agree. It's probably better. It's just I just don't think Ashe can base. So if she's staying in lane anyway, and you have item advantage, and you get Cull even slightly faster, I thought it would be good. But I think with static you can actually challenge push from static onwards. So maybe it's like fine what you do. So then you go Drake. Yeah, nice, clean. This is a Cull game, no?
Oh, yeah.
Pardon, go ahead.
Yeah, I should go Cull. I was wondering, is this here where I wanted to kind of open mid? I was thinking about it, like, because if it's kind of bad to open bot here.
Okay, so what I think you should do...
Sure. I think it's here.
No, you have static now. So I think this is good.
Yeah.
Like, I think you should push this wave. Yes. Good. You're thinking same way now. Like if you one shot this wave and the next wave.
Like Fizz, I don't know what the fuck Fizz wanted to do, but it seemed like Fizz wanted to go reset or something. I don't know. So I was thinking maybe we don't care about the spot wave and I just open mid here.
You just have to be on time for Herald. So what you do here is super good. Because now you're first no matter what. So now you catch mid, Fizz bases. Jack should actually think about opening bot if he has TP. Is it no TP? Okay. If Fizz does TP, he can go bot. But yeah, nice. Like there's no plates and you're outscaling this game and you can 1v9 against their comp.
Yeah.
So this is a comp where like if I get Herald and I stall the game, I'm super fucking happy. I don't care. Because next turn, okay, we're gonna break mid tower here. You'll get Herald, you break mid, they get bot tower. It's just gonna be a trade. And this game will go like 35 minutes. No matter what. Unless I'm winning. So this is a standard trade. Okay, now you move back to mid. You cheat this mid wave, then you run into bot. Or if it looks like they're committing into bot side, you just take mid tower, okay? I don't like how long he's standing here, because moment they popped Scrying Orb, look at Graves' position, okay? This is your adaptation aspect that's missing.
But do you think it matters? Because that's nothing to do on mid, there's nothing to do on bot.
I think it matters, yeah.
Mid wave is far, nobody's
Look,
gonna be
Nico's walking bot, Nico postured bot, right? Zach's alone, Katarina's mid. So what you want to do is, this is Fizz's base timer. Fizz has been in lane for a really long time, right?
Yeah.
So what you do is, you want to one-shot mid wave and then go into bot as well. So see this wave is already dead and you're already on your way bot. And then Fizz catches next mid wave and then you're ahead.
But I'm
you
not
get an extra
late on
wave.
This wave because Herald. If you see it,
let's see.
I'm scared of Nico Katarina getting one shot. I mean, I could be 2 seconds faster on this wave, but I'm pretty close to being. Because it's like if Nico eats me, I think I get kind of one shot. And I don't know where Graves is either. I mean, I'm pretty safe, but...
Yeah. You can make that argument, yeah. And the wave is kind of far away. Yeah. I mean, ideally, what you want to be doing here, in like the perfect world, is Nico moves into bot to trade the map. You cheat this wave and you run into bot and Fizz goes mid. But obviously, this is never going to happen in solo queue. Fizz will just either fucking bot wave and take everything. But in comp, this is what you should call. It's like a good window to get an extra wave in. Especially if you had like Cull, but This is also fine.
You think I can
You
have
should
time
swap
for
back
that to
now.
go mid wave into bot? No, I don't want to go back
Look,
bot
you-
now. I want to
you-
go
you
mid
go-
now. Like swap back.
Yeah, yeah. So you go mid now. You're already almost at you're at middle line bush as the line comes, as the wave comes. Then you're hitting the wave now. If Nico's not there, obviously if Nico's there, it changes, because then you have to stay mid.
Yeah.
But if but you so now you would hit the wave, right? And then if Nico shows, then the game plan changes, right? Because if it's just Katarina, you don't give a fuck. But if Nico shows mid, then going back into bot is like not the best because you're walking into fog and you can't contest mid wave as well. But what I'm saying is, ideally, if Nico went bot, you would kill this wave in front of Katarina's face, then you would run all the way bot, E through Dragon Wall, and then catch bot wave as well. That's an extra wave. But it just depends on what Nico does, and it depends on the game state. And then, do you like going back mid here? This is what you're talking about, right? Do you like going back mid?
Yeah, I want to stay mid now. I'm so happy mid.
I mean, I guess you have static.
Yeah, I get perma prio. I can play with like whoever I want to play with, and I can even get mid tower.
Yeah, you're right. You're right. This is better. I mean, I just thought that maybe your 2v2 is good now, but it's just way better to sit mid. And this sequence, good by you. Oh god, look how clean he is. Mechanically good and handsome. Very good. Now, I guess that's it, right? That's good. Not a bad game.
Yeah.
Not a bad game. A lot better, a lot better. I'll see you tomorrow, okay?
Yeah.
I think it's best. See you, bro.
I still